Go. All right, we're a go.
Okay.
So I'm on drugs, and she's very tired.
He's passing a kidney stone. So
I'm in the process of giving birth to a kidney stone. It's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Well, the drugs are the fun part, but the kidney stone's less fun.
Yeah, not fun at all.
So anyway, and she's tired. Why are you tired?
Because you were up in the night.
Oh, I was thinking you would talk about children, but okay.
And children were up in the night as well.
Yeah.
It was a combined effort to keep me awake last night.
You gotta look at the camera.
Okay.
Should we tie this up here?
No.
Put it
No, it's okay.
here.
I'll look at the camera.
She'll look at the camera.
I'll look at the camera. It's just a little
She
high.
just likes looking at me in our monitor. This is the second part of a video that we started last week or 2 weeks ago now?
I'm not sure.
It was a while ago. Anyway, what did we do in that video, Danae?
We had a photo duel contest.
A photo duel contest.
Yeah.
And what do we do in our photo duel contests?
We had cameras. This is your part. Just you explain it.
I'm gonna not let you look at this.
Okay, you just explain it. I haven't been looking.
We have cameras. we have cameras, and so we thought, what should we do with these?
Let's have a contest. Go against each other.
Oh, I'm like gonna
pass out.
We take our cameras and we wander off into the streets, and we
walked up and down the street.
We take turns taking photos, and we call it a photo duel, and we put them on our vlog. We decided this time, this is our fourth photo duel, so we decided, well, why don't we get like legit about this? Why don't we find somebody who is a good photographer but also is a vlogger and have them critique our photo challenge?
If you haven't seen part 1 of our photo duel, watch it now.
Yes.
And then watch this.
Why should they watch that first?
Because that's what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, so you'll miss the context entirely. Anyway, we decided, like I said, to get a little bit more legit about this. So there's someone I follow a lot of YouTubers. I've enjoyed learning from a lot of photographers, and one of those is Azriel Knight. And if you haven't heard of him, there will be a link below, or Google him, it'll come up. His series, particularly his series called 30 Days of Night, were awesome. I really, really enjoyed them. You watched some of them too, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's basically, Azriel's a film guy.
Every day, Azriel Knight would take a new camera and film and go take photos in the area which he lived. And it was called 30 Days of Night.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really cool series.
It was fun. And you talked about the process of developing the film and showed the results. I really enjoyed it. I think he should do 360 Days of Night, but I don't know if he could survive. So what we did was we contacted Azriel and said, hey, here are our photos from our photo duel. Please judge them, rate them. And he went a step further and recorded his response. Now, we have not seen this yet, so this will be fun. But we are interested in seeing what he says, and most importantly, we're interested in seeing who won the photo challenge. Anything you want to add, my dear?
I want to ask who
dearest won
according to the people, or did they not vote?
No, we had a couple votes. I don't want to talk about it, though.
I wonder why.
But you know, we're excited to get Azriel's opinion. So we're gonna watch this for the first time while you do. Sound good? Are you ready?
I'm excited.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm excited.
Okay.
Should be fun.
All right. Any last words before we dive into this?
Nope.
Okay. So again, this is pre-recorded. Azriel Knight, everyone. We may pause it as we're going. It's a trash talk.
Hi everyone, my name is Azriel Knight, and I was asked by Andrew Branch to judge the latest photos taken from the duel between him and his wife. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to be rating these photos on a scale from 1 to 5, and here's how I've always rated my photos in Lightroom. If it's 1 star, I plan to delete the photo completely. If it's 2 stars, I'm only keeping it for posterity or archival purposes. If it's 3 stars, it's a good solid photo, but nothing to write home about. I mark anything with 4 stars as something that's good enough to vlog or put through social media. And anything with 5 stars I consider something good enough to print. So with that in mind, let's get started. Okay, we start with a really solid shot. First off, I like how there's symmetry, but there isn't. I like all the greenery coming across from the one side. I like that. Good focus. There's really not too much to say about this shot. You got a lot of texture. The focus is good. It's a good overall shot. I would put this at a 4 out of 5.
Wow.
All right. Oh, look, he got the numbers there.
We have another angle
I don't even have to do it.
of the old abandoned truck here. I find it's a little too cluttered, and I'm not sure where I'm supposed to look. I see what the photographer was trying to do, but I don't see any impact here. I'm going to say 2 out of 5 on this one.
Oh, man.
Off to a good start for Andrew.
I really like this photo here. I happen to know that she opened the door to get this shot when Andrew thought it was locked. So never assume. That's fantastic. I really like that. Knowing that helps, I think. I like having that backstory. Oh, the problem that I have with it, though, is that the focus is around here, right in the middle, when really you should have focused on the steering wheel, in my opinion, and then recomposed. Overall, though, it's still a 3 out of 5.
Nice.
Not shabby. Not too shabby.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of this shot either. I know the subject is supposed to be the gas cap, and I do like the idea of getting a little bit of the inside and a little bit of the outside. I just think that you might have benefited more from closing down your aperture and really getting the sharpness of all the rust. Even the gas cap itself, or whatever this is supposed to be, it's a little on the soft side.
So were you trying to get like just the gas cap and some blur behind it? Or do you agree with him that you wanted it all sharp and in focus?
I honestly can't remember.
You don't remember taking this?
I can't remember if I focused on the gas cap.
I'm gonna have to say, I
It's
hate
okay.
halves, but
It's
2.5
okay,
out of
Ezra.
5 for this one.
2.5.
Because it's almost there. It's almost there, it's not quite.
Okay.
Hey,
Alright.
you're winning.
That's because I have a few more pictures than you.
I like this one a lot. Good composition.
Felix.
I like how all the
What's
greenery
not to like?
frames this area over here. It's a solid shot, but I would say it lacks on impact. So for that, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I love how you did all
Okay, I
that.
really hate to
Yeah.
poo-poo on anyone's parade, but I don't see what I'm supposed to. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be looking at here, because this is supposed to be the subject up top, but it's soft. It's the focus is right below it here, not on what I'm assuming is supposed to be where my eyes are going, because my eyes are immediately drawn up there. So I'm gonna have to say this one's a 1 out of 5. I'm really sorry.
Oof.
Ouch.
This is a great shot. I like how you got like an artist at work when you're also an artist at work. You got
That's
people
so meta.
looking at her, so that automatically draws your eyes to what she's doing. Ghost chalk, it looks like. Nifty. Focus is good. I like the concentration in her face.
I do want to point out that this was with the XT2, and I've learned since, I really hate the grain on this,
Yeah.
but I've learned since that that's Lightroom's doing. Lightroom just decimates the grain on the Fuji RAW, at least the newer, the XT2 especially. So now that I know that, I need to go back and republish these photos within like Capture One or Iridium or something like that. Anyway.
And I like how you've got the street in the background and you got this brick around the corner here. That's all great. My only caveat is that this woman's face is kind of sticking out of her butt. If you had just stepped over a half a bit, you would have removed that tension, I think.
Oh my gosh,
but,
I
you know,
didn't notice that.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to notice
No,
things like that.
I noticed it, but not while I was taking it, which, that's all that matters.
Yeah. That is really fun.
it's all in the moment, right? So overall, I would say this is, I'm going to say a 3 out of 5.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I like this one. I like this one a lot.
Hey, there you go.
I really like the tones. I think you're probably benefiting from the time. It looks like this is 6:55 in the evening. You got a little bit of the clouds in the
Oh, he had
background.
the timestamp.
Oh, we did.
We're
Okay.
like, how did he know?
Yeah. It's amazing.
I really like this sign.
Yeah.
My only problem is that this sign here is cut off. When necessary and when safe, sometimes you just got to back up onto the road and photograph from there. Other than that, solid shot. I'm going to say 3 out of 5.
He's got good advice.
Definitely.
Okay, so from watching the blog, I know that Andrew ran up to take this photo. Personally, I don't know why, because nothing frustrates me more than when I've got bright light mixed with dark shadows when I'm trying to take an architectural
That's
photo.
such a good point.
So for me, this would automatically be a 1 out of 5. I mean, the composition's good and everything,
funny.
but having the building cut in half with light, for me is a deal breaker. Now, if that's what you're going for, I would have to ask why you think that's impactful. But for me, it seems like a technical boo-boo, something that could have easily been fixed by moving on and coming back 20 minutes later after the sun had set and you had more even tones, or coming back on a day when the sun's behind the clouds and you have that diffuse lighting.
Yeah, I actually love light when it,
It's hitting in certain
in
places.
certain places and not all.
Yeah.
I especially love it when it shines through clouds on mountains and other things. That's a little more organic.
Yeah.
But I did like the sharp lines here. But I see what he said. I
Yeah.
see what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I did run because the light was coming in and going out of from the clouds. So I just saw that and I was like, oh, I love that. But
Yeah.
he doesn't. So we can just stop there. Just kidding. Oh no, Danae's ahead.
But I also didn't see the significance in the building. I was kind of with Azriel on that one. But it's okay.
No, it's fine.
I love your creative
I'm not
mind,
hurt.
And 99% of the time you're got
I'm just
really
kidding.
good insight. Don't feel bad.
I know what he's gonna say on this one though.
My shadow.
Yeah, he's gonna say
My
it's really
shadow.
distracting. It's called a reflection, actually.
My shadow.
Danae's reflection. Here we go.
Okay, so a couple things I like about this shot is that, again, knowing and seeing the vlog, happen to know that you grabbed him, you pulled him, not only did you grab him, but you pulled him out of his environment, which takes a lot of courage. And you guys, one of you two immediately saw that, there was pink nearby and he had pink socks on and you had to put that together. I thought that was interesting. The two things that break this photo for me is that you can see your wife filming you in the background.
Told you.
And then the second thing is the correlation between his eyes and his mouth. Now, that really makes or breaks a photo. So if you look back and forth between his eyes and his mouth, you can see they don't quite match up. The other thing is his expression says, I know I'm being photographed. And if you feel like you can't get the natural look out of him, go ahead and get him looking in the lens. So here I'm going to have to say this is a 2 out of 5 because the two most important things, or the most important thing here is his expression, and I don't feel like it quite cuts it. And then having your videographer in the background is pretty sloppy.
I thought about photoshopping you out.
Did you?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I decided to play it clean since normally I do film and anyway.
Yeah.
Because his eyes go here and you're like, oh, where's he looking? And then, oh, there's my wife.
Well, I like my wife.
Oh.
Okay, so this one I really like.
Oh, nice.
You guys using the socks with the brick wall and having a nice tight shot like this. It kind of gives impact. It says, "Who's this guy who's wearing?" You assume it. Well, I guess you can't even assume it's a guy. Who's this person with their socks hiked up? Wearing these pink Ripley socks and sandals over top. That's kind of crazy. You don't see that every day, and then you don't see a painted pink brick wall every day, and then having those two together, that's pretty awesome.
That's so funny.
But yes, that is Utah style
Is
at
it?
its finest.
Do you think?
No,
You're just so funny.
I hope not. Is it? I don't know. You're not from Utah, California girl.
I don't know.
The only thing that I would do, and some might consider this cheating, but I would tweak the composition in post so it's a little off skew. I just think it's a little straight on, but still, this for me, I gotta say it's a 4 out of 5.
Wow.
Nice.
Ooh, I'm behind.
This is kind of an interesting shot. I like how you have bokeh in the front and the back. I like how you have this seamless reflection from the beam to the reflection of the beam up here. I also really like the tones. All that considered, I'm still going to go with, again, I hate using halves, but 3.5 out of 5.
Not bad.
I was hoping 2.5 when he said half, but
I'm sure.
I agree with Andrew. When taking vertical photos, it's harder. I like what you did here, Andrew. I feel like you tried to take in too much. You wanted to get the flat tire, and you wanted to get the orange, and you kind of wanted to envelop the whole image with the truck. I feel like I feel like you might have benefited by getting a little further away and lower. That's just my opinion, though. It's still a good shot. I'm going to say 3 out of 5.
fair enough.
Now, this is a great shot here. I could definitely see why they took it. I like the when your eyes have to sweep up, in this motion. My only problem with it is that it's a little dark here, and I think the photographer recognizes that because you have this, it looks like you've tried to wash out your black levels in post to try and balance out the photo. Personally, I'm not a big fan of that, but for this, it doesn't do a lot of harm to it. I'm gonna have to say this is a 3.5 out of 5.
And actually, what I was
pretty
going
good,
for
though.
is creepiness. I could get the shadow detail. I did that on
Yeah.
purpose to try to make it look. I don't know. I loved the
Creepy.
juxtaposition
Yeah.
between the bright sky and then the
Yeah.
light on those windows, and then just this because the stairs are all like jagged,
not
and then you got
safe
that.
looking.
Yeah, exactly. I would never. Hopefully, people don't use these fire escape.
Yeah.
They literally out of the fire and into the.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's out of the frying pan into the fire. Never mind.
We know.
You know what I mean. But yeah, and then this railing angling out, it just looks threatening.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping, the creepiness there,
darkness
something
is-
like could pop
yeah.
out and grab you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I can see what he's saying. And
Yeah.
I definitely, Azriel, I kind of knew he probably wouldn't be a fan of that post effect.
Yeah.
If it was just half a stop brighter, you might have been able to get more detail on the stairs, which is really what the image is about. But what's properly exposed here seems to be the clouds.
Is that it?
So
That's
congratulations, Andrew. You won by half a point.
Half a point.
Half a point.
Oh my gosh. Well, that makes me feel better. I wasn't blown out of the, you didn't kill me.
Yeah.
That was good.
No, it was good. I was
close.
definitely worried about it going into it.
It was a close game.
Yeah, let's hear what
Good
he
job.
says in conclusion.
And trust me when I say that I did not plan for that whatsoever. I didn't even know who won until I added all the titles to the editing. So it's actually pretty late at night right now, and I finished up the rest of the editing. So again, congratulations to Andrew. Half a point. So close. I really enjoyed doing this. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. If any of your viewers want to check me out, you could go to azriel.ca or youtube.com/azrielnight. Thank you very much, and stay classic.
Azriel, you're the best. That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Azriel.
That was so great.
Did he say Azriel?
Yeah,
I've been saying it
Azriel.
wrong. I said I apologize for saying Azriel,
Azriel.
but you're the man.
That was great. That was really
Yeah.
fun to watch, and I loved how much, that was so sweet of you to put so much time and effort into that. That you went above and beyond for sure.
Well, and it's interesting that we've been photographers. We've been doing it for how long? Well, you've been doing it longer than me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we've ever had like mentorship of any kind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that was really cool.
We've certainly we've worked to improve our craft,
Yeah.
and we've given each other feedback. But it was a great experience having someone, especially someone that we respect in the world of photography, be able to critique our work and a lot of things that I just had never considered.
Yeah.
So anyway, we learned a lot from this and had a lot of fun. Encourage you to check out Azriel, and
Thank you.
Yeah,
so
thanks.
much. That was great.
So we'll look forward to doing more of these. Hopefully Azriel will do it again sometime. But even more than that, if especially if any of our viewers are interested, if any of you are photographers of world renown, or even not, if you'd be interested in collaborating with us, that'd be fun. But any of you can participate by commenting in any of our photo duels and letting us know your feedback and who you think did a better job overall. Of course, hopefully you've learned from this that we love it. We love the feedback. We can take it. We're big boy and girl. We're a big boy.
We're big.
As
children.
far as boys and girls
Big.
go, we are big.
Big people.
And we like feedback. So what else should we say, Danae?
I don't know. That was great. That was fun to get the feedback, and I really appreciated how much time and effort he put into
Definitely
making a cool video and talking about it for us.
Definitely.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Did we ever explain why you were on drugs?
Yeah, I think so.